Back to football here on First Take. Former Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel will interview for the vacant Bills head coach opening today. McDaniel was recently named the Chargers' new offensive coordinator, but it sounds like a head coach opportunity could change that job title. The Bills fired Sean McDermott on Monday morning and will be busy this weekend. Now, according to our Adam Schefter, today they will interview Mike McDaniel, as I just said. Saturday, they'll interview Commanders run game coordinator Anthony Lynn and former Dolphins DC Anthony Weaver. On Sunday, the Jaguars OC Grant Udinski will talk to Buffalo as well. Also want to point out, according to Diana Rossini, all of these interviews will be in Florida. Bills brass is flying down there, and so is Josh Allen. He will be present for all of these interviews. With that in mind, Ryan, who do you think is the best fit for the job?
Well, I think
or for Josh Allen.
They've already shown you the best fit is the person that Josh Allen feels most comfortable with. I would have to assume that Josh Allen liked Sean McDermott, that Josh Allen believed in Sean McDermott because he empowered Josh Allen. He believed in Josh Allen. He constantly told us that Josh Allen was the best player in the world. Josh Allen is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL, but still hasn't made it over the hump. So when you move on from Sean McDermott, because Terry Pegula said it, he walked into that locker room and he saw his quarterback emotional. He watched the post-game press conference and he said, no, Josh Allen, our guy can't be crying. Our guy can't feel like this is on him. We don't need to see Deion Dawkins and Brandon Cooks and all these players emotional. There has to be another answer. Well, the next answer is going to be the person Josh Allen picks. Brandon Beane's not going to make this decision. Terry Pegula is not going to make this decision. It's clear. This is a Josh Allen decision. The person he's most comfortable with, the person he wants to move forward with, the person he feels like can help him get over the hump and win a championship. And I'm going to be honest with you. When you move away from Sean McDermott, you have to do this. You got to lean on your best player because it's for him now. And going forward, that'll be tied to Josh Allen.
Hold on. Ryan Clark, I can't believe I'm saying this to you. What is the answer to the question? I get all of that, what you just said. You know your damn football. Answer the question. Who is the best fit to be Josh Allen's next head coach?
I just told you the answer. The answer should have been Sean McDermott.
You said whoever he wants.
Sean McDermott shouldn't have been fired. If I make this hire,
I agree.
Joe Brady's the head coach right now.
There we go. That's all I was asking. Because I didn't hear that. You said whoever Josh Allen wants. No, I don't want to hear. I want to hear what Josh Allen wants. I want to hear what RC thinks is the best next head coach for the Buffalo Bills. You said Joe Brady. That's all I was asking for. Go ahead, Cam.
Ryan Terry.
What?
That's what I wanted to know, too. Because the reality that Josh Allen being involved in a head coaching choice really ruffles me in a way that I don't really like it. Why? Because did you not have an offensive mind in Joe Brady? Did you not also have in your, playing career a Brian Daboll? Mm-hmm. Did you not have coaches favored to the offensive attack that favored your skill set? So now when you start to say, I don't too much care what Josh Allen says, because like I will say again, Brandon Beane, it is all your job to put not just Josh Allen, but every single member of the Buffalo Bills roster in a best situation to succeed. Now, giving that, I do like Mike McDaniel for Josh Allen. Why? Because if you so happenly find a Mike McDaniel in the same conference as a Miami Dolphins, coaching the Buffalo Bills, he's going to coach like a man possessed. He's going to have all the igniting power to be able to coach his tail off. You go to a better team in Buffalo, better than the Miami Dolphins. You go to a better team with resources, probably not at the receiver position because you obviously got Jalen Waddle still down there in Miami. You got better and higher expectations, though. And how do you manage that? Those type of deals that gets done when you transition to one team to another, it's a lot of things that's better. But the expectation is not what you could say the excuse was of why you didn't succeed in Miami. And that's all I'm saying. I love Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is one of the game's most elite players. But one thing that Josh Allen does need to understand is the patience is running thinner than a Listerine strip right now.
You have a little bit of breaking news. Adam Schefter just tweeted Phillip Rivers is also interviewing for the vacant head coaching job in Buffalo. Okay? So in addition to the names we listed, Philip Rivers is also now on the list and is interviewing for the vacancy in Buffalo, according to Adam Schefter.
And where has Philip Rivers coached before?
High school.
High school.
No, bro.
High school.
No. See.
High school. Now, listen. Look, J.J. Redick didn't coach before when he started coaching the Lakers, and I think he's doing a
Basketball's
pretty
different.
damn good job. So basketball's obviously a lot different. Football is a lot different, a lot more complicated, I might add. My issue is, let's see, and I got a real issue with Buffalo. I had an issue with Mike McDaniel. I really got an issue with them now because you can't go from Sean McDermott to that. Like, for example, so let's just say for the sake of argument, hypothetically speaking, that Philip Rivers gets hired as the coach of the Baltimore Bills, or the Buffalo Bills. You're going to sit up there and look in the face of Bills Mafia, and Sean McDermott was pushed out the door after going to the playoffs 8 times in 9 years, the last 7 consecutive years, 2 AFC championship games, a 73-27 record, 73% of his wins, most in the NFL in the regular season over the last 6 years. You're going to go from that to a coach that coached high school? The mere fact that you're interviewing Philip Rivers, and Philip Rivers, please, this is no disrespect to you, sir. It's not about you. It's about you push McDermott out the door and you're going to interview a guy that was coaching high school. That's his coaching experience. That's what you're doing. See, that already tells you the state of affairs going on in Buffalo, how things are it's just going off the rails, okay? Now let me get to Mr. McDaniels himself. We all know that I believe that the man is brilliant as an offensive mind, okay? Last time I checked, the Buffalo Bills didn't have too much of a problem on that side of the ball. They needed to definitely improve their roster from the wide receiver standpoint. But Cook's running with the football, Josh Allen throwing the football, an offensive line that was protecting Josh Allen. All of those things were pretty much in place. It was just the personnel that Bean gave you to put to your roster. That was the issue. The real issue with them was their defense, okay? So when I look at the Buffalo Bills and I think about Mike McDaniels, here's my whole point with Mike McDaniels. How'd you look once Tyreek Hill went down? I mean, think about that. I mean, this Tyreek Hill, all-world receiver. We know how electrifying the cheetah is. How'd you look when he went down? Jalen Waddle's a bad brother. He didn't even have a 1,000-yard season. Obviously, because Tua Tagovailoa was compromised, and we can't get around that. Who was the big guy embracing the Miami Dolphins job and talking about what a phenomenal quarterback, Tua could be outside of Tyreek Hill, of course? That was Mike McDaniels. And it's not to say that Tua didn't have great moments and he couldn't fling that damn football, because we know that he could. But his durability was a big-time issue. I'm just saying, for me, when I think about the Buffalo Bills and moving on from McDermott, I'm not looking at Mike McDaniels being the answer to that puzzle. Being the connecting piece of that. But I just don't. I don't view it that way. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Forgive me for saying this. I would like Philip Rivers as the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. I'd actually love it.
Why?
If you're not going to move right to Joe Brady, I'd rather you go Philip Rivers and step totally away from these recycled, failed up head coaches that we are interviewing or that we're looking at, and step into something new. We've seen a guy like John Harbaugh never be a coordinator and make an excellent head coach, because you understand how to delegate, you understand how to lead, you understand how to communicate. What Philip Rivers showed us when he stepped onto the field for the Indianapolis Colts is, I get it. I understand it. I could figure it out. If I wasn't basically throwing the football with my left hand, we would have won football games, because I understood how to diagnose defense. I understood how to get people to play for me, how to lead. You heard Philip Rivers after that game. I didn't even care how he played against Seattle. I didn't care that he didn't complete a ball over 16 yards. All I cared about is the way I felt motivated, the way I felt led, the way I wanted to see him again at that podium. Head coaching, and we talked about this when Jeff Saturday was taken right from this desk to be the interim head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. I get how it worked out. We saw what happened the first week. It's about who can Philip Rivers bring along with him, and how can he get Josh Allen to play at the highest level. Who's your defensive coordinator? Who is your offensive coordinator? I believe that Philip Rivers right now, along with like a young Sean McVay and some of these coaches they took flyers on to be head coaches, would be a very good head coaching candidate.
I can't believe those words just came out of your mouth.
What are we talking?
I am stunned. I am stunned, considering how you raved and railed against the Buffalo Bills, all right, for letting go of McDermott. You
We're past that now.
Look, yo, RC,
Stop bringing it up.
hold on, RC.
Sean's gone.
RC, where was Mike Tomlin before he coached the Steelers?
Defensive coordinator, Minnesota Vikings.
Thank you. Where was Harbaugh before he coached the Ravens?
Special teams coordinator in
Where was McDonald? Where was McDonald before he coached Seattle?
Defensive coordinator in Baltimore.
What I'm saying is there are an abundance of coordinators in the National Football League who have yet to get an opportunity, and you're supportive of a cat that's coaching high school.
Yes,
High school.
I am.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I am.
That ain't right. That ain't right. That's crazy, Ryan. That's crazy, Ryan.
I won't say the L word, but you're not telling the truth. And I'm going to tell you, you might as well go up there and you might as well get a job interview for the Buffalo Bills.
You just might.
As a matter of fact, you might as well come and holler at your boy. Because me and Josh, boy, we'll have a good old time in Buffalo.
I 100% believe I can go be a defense coordinator right now.
And I promise you in my heart,
I think you could be a head coach. How come you ain't apply for the Steelers job?
I promise you, I believe that to be true. But when you start to just throw out certain names and you start to say, okay, he's interviewing for
Rivers is different.
I understand that though, but he knows ball. I know ball too. So you gonna give me a job opportunity too?